off against your biggest opponent for the past 30 years. You're a 7-time mayoral candidate, at least 10-time provincial, 6 times federal. You went from a homeless man to broker the largest children's rights case in Canadian history. You traveled down to the Daily Bread Food Bank and you call out your corporate opponent, the Toronto media, and you say you will not fix an election in this city. And the media showed that the fix was in, because when the real mayor of Toronto, the #1 anti-poverty activist in this city, the #1 children's rights activist in this city, the man who brokered the largest children's rights case in Canadian history, the man who put the Toronto police and their investigators, the OIPRD, on trial in the Superior Court of Ontario, and the judges ruled in favor of Mr. Kevin Clark, and the police PC Kerr did lie. The investigator from the police department did not investigate in the police in the interest of the public. They investigated in the interest of their fellow officers. They told the OIPRD, now called LECA, for them to reinvestigate the case. And yes, at the time of that verdict of corruption, lying by Toronto police officers, and obstruction of justice by investigators who are there to investigate cops who break the law. A tragic fire on March 30th in a bedroom in my home, where a homeless man I brought in admitted he plugged in an old cell phone in a faulty electrical socket. But the Toronto police decided they were going to try to get rid of the man who vowed to fix Toronto corrupt housing. The man who vowed to fix and get rid of corruption in the police force. The man who made Canadian history, who was in the Supreme Court of Canada, Canada's highest court, against the City of Toronto and Olivia Chow, contested her election. All this kept silent by my opponent for the office of Toronto Mayor. My opponent is a corporation, a bunch of corporations called the Toronto Media Corporation. And they decide that they are the ones who determine who the people hear from as to their to lead Canada's largest city. And when I told Art Saunders, Mitzi Hunter, Anna Beloy, Olivia Chow, and I told them, if any of you six was called Mayor 226, 2023, I'll take it to the highest court in the province on behalf of the people. And I'll take it to the highest court in the country if I have to. And that's exactly what I did on behalf of the people. The most historical, legal, political challenge in Canadian political history for the office of Mayor of Canada's largest city. And my opponents, the Toronto media outlet, who have blackballed me for decades. Because, you see, this is my vision for the city of Toronto. Every day will be like Christmas. Every day will be a day of love and kindness. Every day will be a day of hope. I choose them to run with me for the office of Mayor of Canada's largest city. And the children will have a city of fun, not a city of guns.